The real test of a game lies in its ability to suck a gamer in and keep him in it. Well, Srikanth is not back to form after he played a game of Heavy Rain. This is why.
I've tried adventure games, action games, sports, arcade, even hack and slash. And to tell you the truth, I was quite bored. So bored that I took to reading magazines. But certain things never change in life. I was still on the hunt for something new, something refreshing, exciting, something that will thrash out the boredom. And then what I found was all that and more. Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain is a PS3 exclusive developed by Quantic Dream and produced by Sony Computer Entertainment. This new release will definitely be remembered as a breakthrough in the gaming industry that will attract a whole lot of people into gaming. The story is baked to perfection with just the right amount of suspense, investigation, crime, action, and emotions. But the center chewy crux of the cookie is about how far would you go to save someone you love. The story revolves around Ethan Mars, an architect whose son is kidnapped by a man who is known as the Origami Killer. But the story unfolds through 3 other characters who can be taken control of.
Don't worry, I'm not that big a spoil sport to give away the entire story and spoil it for you. But I must say, writer and director David Cage has come up with a brilliant crime drama that keeps you guessing about 2 things. What do I do next? And who on earth is the Origami Killer?
Could it be Madison Page, a beautiful looking photojournalist? Or could it be the FBI agent Norman Jayden? Why not the private detective Scott Shelby? Or what if it is Ethan himself? Well, there are 90 characters in the game, not all are playable, but guesswork of this kind will not take you too far. Every character in the game has been developed by using full body and facial motion capture technology. The most amazing aspect is that the characters in the game look like perfect clones of the actors who have played the various roles. You will not be able to spot any difference between Scott Shelby and actor Sam Douglas, who plays the retired police officer. The animation is so real that you can see true tears and wrinkles on the face. The one thing though which was not all that realistic was the kissing. And the environment, be it Ethan's house, the motels, or even the highway, every single location and object on screen looks fantastic.
Heavy Rain is basically a game which I picked without a single expectation in my mind. And when I started playing the game, I had this emotional attachment with the characters whom I control in the game. That's primarily because they're all human, believable characters, and the events and sequences that happen in the game can happen to anyone in real life. And it is that feeling that keeps the player engaged and totally emotional about the game when he's playing through the game. And the moment when I completed Heavy Rain, I had this, emotional and happiness brewing in my mind, this excitement that made me create a blog the very same day and write an experience about the game in a blog. And I wanted to just tell to someone, you got to play this game, you have to pick this game and play this game. It's a totally different, unique experience which you must definitely feel it.
The gameplay scheme used by Quantic Dream is rather unusual. The game prompts us with every button to be pressed and the movements to be made holding the joystick that will activate the 6th axis system. Now you would be controlling the thought process and decisions made by the characters rather than the action itself. For instance, in this particular scene, it's up to you to trigger Scott Shelby to jump into action, but the aiming and firing is done automatically. Now, if you set a higher difficulty level, the number of buttons to be pressed, even to set off a simple action, could increase, and it can get very tricky. While you play, you would realize that there is nothing like a cutscene at all. But the best part of the game is that there is no concept of game over. Even if one character dies, the game still continues in a new dimension.
When it comes to graphics, Heavy Rain has got some amazing facial animations, extremely human-like, and there is no other game out there which can match Heavy Rain's facial animations and the other full body motion animations. I was on the edge of my seat during every single thriller sequences in the game thanks to Norman Corbeil's musical score.
All the drama is heightened by some enchanting background music. But all said and done, the theme and gameplay can be appreciated only by a mature gamer.
This game will keep you coming back to find out the various directions the plot may take. I would describe Heavy Rain as the perfect blend of cinema and gaming. There really can't be a bigger crime than missing out on this game.
For those of you who know who the Origami Killer is, mail in with the right answer. Our email ID is feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. We'll be back next week with another tech-packed episode of Byte It. Till then, bye-bye.